everyone, Mara Rich here, prop master, crafty person, here from home to do a quarantine craft. Today we are going to be making a pigeon. This is going to be completely out of household items, and I have chosen to make mine out of junk mail. So, we're gonna get started and have some fun with it. First off, you're going to want to collect your materials. 1 week's worth of junk mail, a full-size printout of what you're making, and a cardboard cutout of it. This will act as your spine or a guide for you while you're sculpting. And then also, if I can find it, wire. That'll be what the legs are made of. For your tools, you'll want scissors, tape, and low-temp hot glue. And of course, a nice cup of coffee. Our first step is using the wire to create his feet and wings. I use a single piece of wire and run it through the cardboard to create a more stable structure. I then add additional wire for any detail, like his other toes. A little bit of hot glue ensures that it's well attached to the cardboard. Next up, we will start adding dimension. Rip up pieces of mail into large chunks and then start taping it into place on your cardboard. I like to use the food ads because I find that they crumple the best. I recommend starting small and up at the top so you get an idea for the shape of what you'll be creating. Because you'll be working in the 3D, it's important to continually rotate your piece to make sure that you're looking at it from all different views. I find it especially helpful to either have some additional research pictures pulled up on my laptop or pre-printed out. A front view, a side view, and sometimes even a back view will be helpful in figuring out how all these pieces fit together. As you can see, I'm starting to get a nice shape in the front of my bird. I'm doing the wings last so that they don't get in the way as I'm working on his main torso. Now we have one complete taped out bird, and it's time to start adding detail. I like to start with the eyes first because I think that it helps give a little bit of personality and informs the rest of my decisions. Using simple small strips of paper, I am simply gluing them in place to create a layered lid effect. For the legs, I am cutting thin strips of paper and then wrapping them around the wire. Next up, I found it helpful to prep all of the paper that is going to be the feathers prior to starting to attach them. I went through all of my ads to find pieces that had the colors that I like. I went with more traditional pigeon colors, but you could do anything you wanted. I started by cutting them into thin strips and then sorting them by color for easy reference. As you can see, after I cut all my strips, all I'm doing is I'm giving it a nice little feather texture, and then we'll be using this and wrapping it in layers around our bird. You can be really creative, make them super stylized, or in my case, I went a little bit more subtle. Have fun with it. In addition to my large strips for ruffled feathers, I also cut some large feathers to add detail to his tail and wings. These are just large feather-shaped pieces will give the illusion of larger feathers. I find it easiest when creating a bird to start back at the tail and work your way up. That way, you are able to cover each glue mark of the feathers with the next layer of feathers. And one paper-fueled montage later, we have our pigeon. The really great thing about giving him wire legs is it means he can actually stand up on his own or possibly be posed on another item. I think it's important not to shy away from some of the more fun textures and written portions of the mail, as it can give it a really unique look. Now we have one final step left in our process. Well everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this, and please feel free to reach out and make any suggestions on what our next project should be. Bye for now, and I hope you're having a safe, wonderful day.